YouTube, what's going on? Horse Racing Gamer here. Welcome back to Gallop Racer 2003. This is year 6 in this game. I'm surprised we actually have made it to year 6 already. I thought we were only like at year 3, maybe year 4. So we're making progress. We're like a third of the way to where we are in Gallop Racer 2004. In fact, less than a third. We're like on year 22 in that game. Anyways, we got the old boy Central Marlin still doing some good stuff. We have Best Hunter. Same thing, away she goes. We've finally been able to race her, and the greatest thing is we don't have to worry about losing her. Follow her lead. This is one of our newer fillies. She'll be ready to go. Her stamina looks really good, so that's obviously good to see. We have a 1-year-old of Indian Tiger. He's in the stable. We can't take a look at him yet, but we're going to take a look at him by actually going out to the pasture and seeing how he's looking. So guys, thank you guys for the love and support on the videos and the series. So there's Indian Tiger. Already he's looking pretty good. 3 stars essentially all the way across. Cannot wait. He is from Only Ocean out of Lost Sun. So he should be decent. And then the 2-year-old that we're training is Follow Her Lead. Another filly. Hope she'll be ready to go. Do we have any races? I don't think we do. So Central Marlin likes to run 6 to 8 on the dirt. No graded races I have in my notes for him. There's a grade 3, but I'd rather skip that if I can, but there's nothing else really popping up for us, and I don't want to wait too long. But we can actually wait till here. That's fine. There's an open 7 furlongs. A little bit of a handicap. Hopefully it doesn't hurt us too bad. I didn't mean to go back. Best Hunter. 7 to 11 on the dirt. Blah, 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 blah. No graded races, I'm assuming. Oh, he's a ranked horse. Maybe he can't handle it. Grade 3, 9 furlongs. That's actually pretty ideal. Away she goes. Does she want to race yet? No, probably not even close yet. She has a 12th, 7th, and a 4th. Or well, 12th, 7th, and a 12th. So we need to do better with her. We will. You look at her stats, right? Oh, not these stats, but I mean her actual individual stats. She's very mediocre, which is a good thing. She's not terrible. As far as her growth spurt is going to be considered, do they tell us at all? I think they do. But she does have good abilities. Last corner leader, strong heart. So if we can be in the lead amongst the last corner, we hit that. That'll help. She is okay with rough track. Showed you she's tough out there. But like I said, statistically speaking, she's average. Nothing special. I can't. Where is the regiment stamina? I know that. Leg type. I know that. Does it not? I know it tells you in this game. Why am I missing it? What am I? Or is it somewhere else? I know it tells you. I must just be looking straight at it and just like, you know, ignoring it. But I don't see. It's not telling you what their potential is long term. This game does that, right? I thought it did. I'm positive it did. But oh, growth type, yeah. But is it not on here? There's leg type, and then okay. Maybe because she's training, it won't show us her growth type, because I'm positive it's there. Like if I look at, let's say, Best Hunter, see his growth type says early. Got it. I'm like, I know it's there. It just, because we're training her right now, instead of growth type showing up at the very bottom, her training regiment shows up instead. Okay, that was really going to like bother me. I'm like, I know that's there. I'm just not seeing it. Anyways, she goes 9 to 12 on the dirt. I don't know. I don't think she's definitely not ready for graded competition. 6 furlongs. Does she have the speed to even run 6? I know it says 9, but I'm just kind of curious. Does she even have the speed to run 6? 54. I mean, not terrible. I know it's not ideal. Maybe 7 would be better. Heck, even 8. I'm just trying to think of just running her against the gals. Let's go ahead and just run her in this 7 furlong against the gals. We'll see how she does. Yeah. Makes a lot of sense. That was really going to bother me. I'm like, why on earth can I not see her growth type? But it makes sense when she's on a training regiment, essentially. And that's taking precedence and priority over the growth type. Whatever. Anyways, let's look at the field. Away she goes, and we're at the long shot as expected, but I wanted to see how she would fare running against the other gals. And yeah, we're actually projected to finish in last place. Like, they're not giving us any chance here today. We could bet if we wanted, but to bet on who and for what. And I love that the post parade in this game is so much smoother. Again, I love 2004. You guys know it, but it's certain features of the game. I'm just like, why weren't these introduced into that title and the newer titles of the series? It just seems like they kind of went backwards, so they didn't really try to update anything. I mean, look at that. Away she goes. She looks smooth. Beautiful looking gray there. I guess I would bet, but to bet on who? I'll save that. We'll probably do like an episode later in the future where we'll just kind of just bet on some races. Won't really care about our results all too much, but we'll bet and just try to accumulate some money. Wow, perfect start. Let's go. Was not expecting that. Now we got to really push her towards the front. Push to the front, push to the front. Man, they're still running pretty hard. They are still running pretty hard. So last corner leader is going to be tough, because that means we're going to have to catapult ourselves past these 3 horses in front of us. Can it be done? Yes. Is it going to be difficult? I think so. I mean, I have to get a really strong runoff, and I mean really strong. And I'm trying to catch up without just totally making her go too fast, and it's still kind of difficult. So we're going to have to go now. I guess we got the space. Are they going to squeeze us? Oh, spurt. So we got a spurt. Holy cow. Away she goes with the spurt here. She's got the grit. We didn't get last corner leader, but she's still hanging in there. Half a furlong left to go. Away she goes. We are the long shot, supposed to be finishing in last place. Ah, we just could not catch. Do we get that? No way. We didn't get that win. If we got the win from being the long shot, no way. It's extremely close, but I doubt we got it. Close. I should have been on the whip more. I wasn't really thinking. Second place, guys. Second place. We were supposed to finish dead last. Second place. Not to mention, this race is 2 furlongs shorter than what she wanted to run. I had a feeling she would be okay. Looking at her stats for speed and stamina, I'm like, she should be okay in shorter distance races. Yes, her preference is probably to run long term, but her speed and stamina ratings aren't terrible, which means she could hang, I think, in some of these type of races under the right conditions. Look at that. Double S's all the way through. I mean, we had the great start. We got her going at the right time in the stretch. We essentially unlocked a revolution for her, and I should have just kept whipping. We definitely would have won. I thought eventually it would have tired her out, and in this game, I guess it doesn't, not at that point. I mean, what a result. What a freaking result there for Away She Goes. That's awesome. So happy. So happy for that result for her. And again, I just wish I could see her growth type and just see how long it's going to take her to hit her potential, whatever the case is. But it's fine. I'm going to get her in another sprint. 6 furlongs, I'll try it. Or we could do 7. Let's see, there's a 7 and then the 6. I think she stands a better chance with the fillies, though, to be honest. I'm going to put her in the 6. I mean, why not? Yeah, why not? Is something being built over there? It has to be. That's why that construction is up. The hall. Under construction. Did that start in this video or whatever? Training center. Let's see. Training. Who can we train? Actually, we already have somebody on a regiment, so I don't think I'm gonna bother with that right now. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. We probably already have it set up properly. I think we have 2 races here today. Man, I mean, what an effort. What an effort from Away She Goes. That's awesome. I just want to know her growth type. And she's already back up again. I mean, she's in the blue now as far as her conditioning, so she's fine. I just wasn't expecting to be able to race her that quick. See, odds aren't bad. The game says we should be running her in 9 to 12 furlongs. I'm just kind of going to remain flexible and just kind of put her in races that I think will suit her best, regardless of what the game says. And clearly, the first race we just did with her, We were the long shot. We were supposed to finish in last place. We finished literally in second. But I had a feeling she would do okay. Here's another race, shorter, even a shorter distance, I should say. 1 furlong shorter than the previous one, and they're actually giving her a chance. I'm starting to think that 9 to 12 we can do, obviously, which really means I'm going to give her a range of like 6 to 12. I don't care what the game says. Because if she can win at these distances, then why not? If she can win or if she can do well at these distances, there's no reason not to race her at these distances. Like, just sticking to what the game tells you to do and not being able to improvise or be flexible is kind of goofy. To me, I will always improvise in the game if it allows me to. You know what I mean? Another great start. Wow. We're hitting our marks here with the way she goes. We are hitting our marks. We got to get her to the front. And she's struggling to do that. I mean, we're running pretty hard here. Running pretty hard, but we're getting there. We're getting there. And we want to keep her right in contention with these horses. Try to get another revolution popping here if we can manage it. I really want to see what happens if we can get last corner leader for her. Here we go. Another revolution. You gotta be kidding me. And now I know what to do. We are just gonna stay on the whip all the way through. All the way through from away she goes. Furlong left to go. We are really taking off. The 10 horse is coming. We gotta stay on the whip. This is unrealistic. I hate just doing this, but we gotta get this win. The 10 horse is coming. Oh, I think they just got us. Ah, the 10 just got us at the wire. So unrealistic. I hate to just be on the whip just like a maniac, but another revolution. Yeah, I think the 10 just got us. I really do. Yep, 10 just got us. Golly, guys, that's 2 great back-to-back races for this filly. 2 back-to-back races in two settings where we were expected to finish way further down the line than what we did. We were supposed to finish last in the previous race. We finished second. We were supposed to finish 8th today. We finished second. I'm pretty sure this filly, our first original in this game, away she goes, I'm pretty sure she is defying the odds and doing much better than what the game thought or is saying she should be doing, and I think maybe even anybody watching. She is really, really knocking it out of the park. That is 2 back-to-back second-place finishes in 2 races where we shouldn't have been anywhere near the top 5, top 6 horses. That's good signs of more good things to come. We're moving on to a grade 3. Best Hunter, not completely out of it, actually. We're kind of middle of the field, so we run this right. I mean, you saw what we were able to do with the horse. That wasn't expected to finish anywhere near the top at all. So with that being considered, and we know what Best Hunter's capable of, get a good start, stay out in front, and see what we can make happen. I don't know if he has any abilities. I can't remember. Solo runner. That's about it. Got his feeling temper rating are really high. So best runner. We'll give it a shot and see what he can do here. But man, I'm really riding that energy of those 2 great results there from away she goes. Almost got it perfect. Should have. Ironically, that being slower. Now I know we're really gonna have to push him towards the front here for a bit. Push him towards the front. Push him towards the front, and this should be okay. I don't think this will, okay, settle him back. Settle him back. We just gotta keep him in front, just gotta keep him in front. Keep him in front. This should be okay. Yeah, now he has solo runner. I don't know what that ability is. I'm assuming that means he kind of needs to be by himself up here. We need to stay ahead of this 13 horse. If we can manage it. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay, we have enough room. We're going to move to the inside now. Still in the lead. Still looking good. 3.5 furlongs left to go. Okay. Kind of get Best Hunter moving a little bit. Get him moving. Get him moving. Get him moving. Here we go. Here we go. See what he can do. I know it's going to be tough. I know it's going to be very tough. Let's see what this horse is made of. Ah, whipped one too many times. And now we're dropping down the order. We can't really whip again. It's probably gonna be like 7th or 8th, 6th. Why are we celebrating? I didn't want to celebrate that. Yeah, we're supposed to finish 8th and we came in 6th though, so still not a bad result and still decent jockey eval ratings overall. So that means we're doing the right thing. That's what's important. We're doing the right thing here. Doing the right thing. We'll take it. Yeah, away she goes. I'm so happy for her and those results. It's amazing. Best Hunter. We'll get him back in another race. 7 to 11 on the dirt whenever he's back in the blue. Yeah, that won't. Like said, he could run in the grade 1. I mean, we could put him in a grade 1 just for the sake of putting him in a grade 1, but I don't think he would benefit very much from that. Like, we can put him in this race, but I think he's going to be severely outclassed. But, I mean, it's available. Let's give it a shot. You never know. Central Marlin still hasn't raced yet, and away she goes. She has been doing amazing. As long as she's in the blue, she's been fine. 8 furlongs, that's still shorter than what the game says we should be running her, and only this time she'll be running against the guys and the gals. So I'm not sure how she'll do in a mixed field. Maybe it's a little bit tougher. I definitely think she's better than the average filly, at least at her skill level. But, you know, we'll have to wait and see how she handles running against the boys. I'm not sure about this one. Let's train and see. You know what, Gallop Racer Mascot, I don't need any of your lack of confidence, any of your pessimism. This is my baby, and I'm going to rock with her and ride with her, and we will figure out a way to make it work. I don't know what I really want to train with her. Speed? Probably. That's what I'll do. I'm just going to trade her for speed. Follow her lead. I think that kind of makes sense, right? She should be a pretty fast horse.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, now this should be easy. The speed is the easiest. I will say it every time I probably go through this mini game. This should have been an option in Gallop Racer 2004. And if you don't want to do it, then you just don't do it. Like, it shouldn't make it mandatory, but it still should have been there for people to do. What? How am I always missing those whips? So weird. I always miss those. It is what it is. Probably a 70, 75, yeah. Whatever. Our highest in speed is 89. Temper and guts are too difficult. I'm not even going to attempt those. I'll just leave that to like automatic. But I wonder what would be the, I mean, if anybody's played, obviously some of you have played this, like as far as the training is concerned, if you train a horse to have like its best attribute be its temper and its guts, where would that really come into play? Obviously I know in a race how it could help, but if that's what's going to be your best attribute on your horse, you know, legitimately, we have a new construction of the hall. Legitimately, how will that help? Like, let's say our next foal or our next Gallop Racer original, I decide to put an emphasis on guts and temper being like their strongest attribute. What type of differences are we ultimately going to see in the race that's going to make that worthwhile? You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay, I guess we'll get these last couple of races done here. And we'll see how we do. I am curious though, so possibly with Indian Tiger, I'll actually focus. I'm gonna put that in my notes right now. Focus training on temper and guts. Focus training on guts. Because I am curious what type of difference that could or could not make. Central Marlin, finally racing with him. He's looking pretty solid here today. We have a chance to finish in the money. It's still a pretty close field. Yeah, some of these horses aren't really given a chance, but I think it's still a pretty solid field. So anybody can really win this race, depending on how it's ran. We got to get Central Marlin out good. We got to get him out to the front. We establish both of those things. We should see ourselves finishing in the money, which obviously is our ultimate goal. And we're off and running. So again, got to push him towards the front, push to the front, to the front, to the front, to the front. He doesn't need to be leading. I just want to keep him in a spot where he can still remain competitive. Now it's just us and the 6-horse running. That's completely fine with me. I'll take it. And yeah, just want to keep him right here. This should be pretty ideal. I didn't check to see if he has any abilities I should be mindful of, but no matter. We still have to run our race and do what we need to do. Okay, we're gonna get him moving here, slowly but surely. Here we go. I swear that horse was like gonna try to come and block me. That was gonna be really annoying. Okay, we got to grind here with Central. Let's see what he can do. A furlong left to go. See, this game doesn't allow you to just lay on the whip unless you hit a revolution. You actually really have to kind of manage yourselves. The 13 just goes flying right past us, and 4th? No, 5th. 5th place. It's a money place finish for Central Marlin. I think that was still higher than where we were projected to finish, so we'll take it. Oh, we're supposed to finish 4th. Okay. Well, stretch, I guess, wasn't that great, but I don't really know what else I'm supposed to do. Start later? I think we would have gotten eaten alive if we started any later, and starting sooner, I thought it gave us the best chance. I really don't feel confident that if we started our spurt any later that we would have finished higher. I don't think Central Marlin has that type of speed. Jockey's out of shape or whatever the heck it is. Moving on and moving along. Away she goes, back at it again, and still they're not giving my girl a chance. I mean, she definitely is not projected to finish in last place here today. And we're actually racing with the boys as well, so this will be an interesting test. She's expected to finish, let's see, she's supposed to be 1, 2, 3, 4. She's supposed to beat 5 horses, so they're saying she should finish like 8th, 9th. I'm going to say 8th through 10th. Of course, we're not settling for that. We're going for another podium money place finish. So they can kick rocks. Don't count out my girl, man. Don't count out my girl, which is what they have been doing, and we are going to continue to try to defy the odds. Not a great start that time, but we'll work with it. Post position 12 as well, so we're going to have, like I said, our work cut out for us trying to really get her to the front, but she's pretty responsive, which is what I like. Of course, you guys know that, I should say. You know I like a very responsive, easygoing horse to get along with. The only horse I can remember being a pain and that was difficult to work with sometimes was Aunt B. Now, she still turned out to be a great horse in the 2004 series, but yeah, her temper, and sometimes when she was upset, she was really upset. Yeah, that was a little bit of a pain. So I ideally would take a horse with a little bit less talent, but is much more responsive. I know bad positioning is bad. Yep. It feels a little bit tougher back here. I'm really trying to get her to go, and like she's just not moving. Let's see what she does, though. She has plenty of open room. I'm going to move to the outside. You're not blocking me. Yeah, I don't know what she's going to be able to do here. Let's see. She's hanging in. She's passing a couple of horses, probably just based off of fatigue alone. I think we're going to finish exactly where the game said we should finish. Yeah. I feel like we finished maybe like 8th, 7th, 9th. Yeah. I said 8th through 10th, we finished 9th. That was a little bit of a tougher race, clearly. Our positioning wasn't great. I definitely should have gotten her into a better spot with that. Yeah, I didn't feel too comfortable in that race. She can race with the boys, clearly, but definitely feels like it's obviously a little bit tougher. Best hunter in this grade 1 has a chance to finish in the money. That's all I want. That is my philosophy with this game. You guys know it. Finish in the money, because you need points to be able to buy better horses. If your only fixation is just to come in first every race, I mean, there's nothing wrong with setting your sights high, but I mean, realistically, on certain horses, you just might not be in a position to make that happen. So, what's the next best thing? Finishing in the money, getting points so you can eventually acquire better horses. So just kind of going through this quickly. I'm not going to read everybody's name off. But Quick Falcon, Shady Carol, Silly Knight, Sly Fly. I mean, all these are really solid horses here to worry about. Courtly Duo, that's another horse that I've grown up liking a lot. Cuddly D, both of those very fun horses from Gallop Racer 3. Common Sun, another. I mean, this is this whole field is kind of nice. I would say there's a couple that don't really have a chance, quote unquote, but Beauty Prize, I mean, this is a very competitive grade 1 field here on the dirt. Very competitive. Lots of great horses, lots that have the chance to win, and we're kind of right in the mix. We're a little bit on the outside looking in, but we're in the mix. So let's see what Best Hunter can do. I mean, to bet on any horse in this race is kind of goofy because there's so many horses that can realistically win, so it wouldn't even make sense. I'd rather bet in a race where I know at least a few horses are definitely going to win, or a few horses have the best chance of winning. But there's like 8 or 9 horses in this race that all have a realistic chance of winning. So betting in this race would kind of just be throwing money away. The game said, hey, we can run them in this grade 1. So yeah, let's do it, and let's see how Best Hunter responds here. Is the February Stakes. Perfect Minister with the record 133-3. Let's see how the boy does. Perfect start. I love it. We got to get to the front as well. This is our race to win. This is our race to win. Get him to the front. Establish. Keep the lead. Keep the lead. Keep the lead. Get him to the front. Okay, now we can slow him down a little bit. Now we can slow him down. Not too much. We don't want anybody passing us. Just enough to keep his speed where it's at. Right here. This game is really about finding the sweet spot for your horses on track. If you find the sweet spot, then your field rating after the race will be really good. So it's kind of finding that good speed and not really adjusting it too much. I think we're here with Best Hunter. Yeah, we had a little bit of work to do, but I think we're in a pretty solid position here. Let's push. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see what we can do. I think the 8 is coming. The 8 is coming. We're still hanging in there with Best Hunter. Still hanging in there. Half a furlong left to go. We're still sitting in second place. This is a solid effort. I think third, fourth now. Fourth place. That's a good effort. That's a great effort from Best Hunter. I told you guys it was a tough field, and I think that was as best as we could do. I figured the other horses were still going to be a little bit quicker than us, so I wasn't really expecting anything astronomical. In fact, first, second, and third was finished in the order that it was supposed to. Beauty Prize ends up winning 3 seconds off of the record, or 2 seconds off the record, excuse me. Shady Carol ended up finishing in second, and Courtly Duo third. I told you all those horses. Very competitive field. Flying Burst, Chili Chief, Common Sun, Silly Knight, all about a length and a half behind, give or take. So competitive field. As you can see, once we got the field established, we were good. Positioning was great. We kept ourselves in front and stretch. Yeah, I think we ran that as best as we could. That's a solid 4th place result there for Best Hunter. I'll take it. And I am content with that. I don't have any reservations, as some or one might think. So pretty solid day. I would say for the most part, all of our races, we haven't won anything, but our overall results and what we're accumulating in regards to points and money, that is increasing. If that's increasing, that means we're doing a good job, a good enough job. Was that all the races that quick? It really was. Best Hunter's sick, so that probably took a lot out of him. So we're going to let him rest up for a while here, and then we'll get him back out there on track whenever he's ready to go. We're at 7 to 11 on the dirt. Have him running this grade 3 all the way in April, so he's going to have a little bit of a layoff. Central Marlin, get him ready to go. Pretty much is ready to go whenever. 6 to 8 on the dirt. These, I just noticed they're all dirt horses. I never really realized that, but they are all dirt horses. Wow. Yeah, I'll have to wait till March. So there's going to be a little bit of time in between the races here for most of these horses. The way she goes, she'll probably be racing a lot sooner. Yeah, we just need to find this. No, it's going to be a little bit of a layoff for her as well. Wow, and we can't run her on the turf. Wouldn't even dream it. Her turf rating is okay, but clearly she's great on the dirt, so we're going to stick to that. March for her as well, so everybody kind of has a little bit of a layoff. I don't think I want to negotiate to like buy another horse. Well, I can't get another horse. We can only have 6 at a time. We have 3 horses we're running, 1 horse we're training, another horse that's only 1 year old, then we have another horse that'll be born. So we can't release anybody, we're not going to. So, you know, for better or for worse, depending on how you like to play the game, it does limit how many horses you can have at one time. I'm sure this will probably be expanded as we go along, but I'm not really worried. I'm fine with working with what we have here. Ultimately, Central Marlin will probably be on his way out. Growth type late, though. Maybe not, actually. 19 races for him. 1 win, 1 place, 1 show. Not a lot of earnings. Best Hunter. 14 races, 6 wins, 2 places, 1 show. So Best Hunter has actually been doing pretty well. I forgot he did win the Tokyo Cup. I totally forgot about that. Didn't even feel like we won that. He did win the Tokyo Cup. Big win for him. And away she goes. 6 races, 2 places. And we still don't even know what her growth type is, just because she's training for stamina right now. It's at 54. Or her stamina is at 44, excuse me. Her speed's at 55, so it is what it is. Central Marlin has a late growth spurt. 70 of speed. So he's faster than I think it appears. I mean, 6-8 furlongs lets you know he's a sprinter, but still. We'll take it. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for today's episode. Appreciate love and support on the channel and the series as a whole. We're just kind of bouncing around games right now just because I'm running some tests as per usual. But next video, I don't know what it's going to be. I've just recorded a whole bunch in the last like 2 days, and I don't know what the order that I'm uploading the videos in, so we'll figure it out. But that'll do it. Until next time, though, we're RacingEmpire signing out. Hope you all have a great and fantastic day. See you, and goodbye.